at this immediate moment in time, food stamps, the food stamp program, SNAP, has been halted by the federal government. And I mean, by Donald Trump specifically. The USDA dispenses food stamp money to the states, and the states manage the program directly. Food stamps are an entitlement program, which means we're entitled to it because it's our fucking money. Uniquely, in a unique way that, like, income tax money is not actually our money. It's the federal government's money, right? We're paying income tax to the federal government so that they can pay FBI agents and, you know, whatever other thing the federal government does. That's not our money when it comes out of our income taxes, right? But food stamps are our money, uniquely. It comes from a trust fund. That's what it means when people say we're entitled to it. It's an entitlement. It's our money. Well, Trump decided that he just wasn't going to dispense the money. And he decided to blame Democrats for it incorrectly. It's not Democrats' fault. It's Trump's fault. Now, a judge recently determined that Trump has to disperse the funds. And I doubt that's going to happen, honestly. He's just completely ignoring the court systems. Why would he? But the reaction on the right is vile and evil and disgusting and wrong. Just listen to this woman talk about food stamps. In November of all times of year, Thanksgiving, food stamps were cut off for something like 40 million people, I think half of whom are children.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money?
Fucking ate it, obviously. What did you think people did with it? You think people are saving it in a bank account so they can buy a fucking house? That's not how it works. I was on food stamps for years and years and years, actually. And actually, interestingly, once I finally got on my feet and got a job in the software development field, and then eventually working as a YouTuber, I paid way more in taxes back into the system than I took out through food stamps, like by a wide margin. So you may say these people are lazy or they don't have jobs or whatever other thing, but the food stamp program is actually self-sustaining. It's just like Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security. They're self-sustaining. It's a trust fund. Like I said, unique in a way that income taxes aren't. It's in a completely different fund. These people need this food. These children need this food. And you're making fun of people. It's so incredibly vile, dude.
What'd you do? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly?
Well, people do shop smart and stock up and stuff like that. But honestly, food stamp money does not go far enough a lot of the time.
Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down and your benefits not coming through for November.
No, it's Trump. It's Trump refusing to disperse the funds. And besides that, even if it was the way that she believes it is in her delusional brain, it doesn't matter because Democrats are refusing. They're not even refusing. Republicans aren't even in D.C. right now, okay? It's a temporary problem. It's going to go away sometime soon. But for the record, Republicans just aren't taking calls. They're not meeting with people. They're not even in Washington, D.C. when they're supposed to be in session right now. Even if Democrats wanted to work with Republicans, they couldn't because no one is answering the phone. But Republicans right now are holding the entire government hostage and refusing to fund it unless Democrats agree to erase Obamacare subsidies, which is going to double or triple your healthcare costs. Do you know what my healthcare costs every month? $1,200 a month right now. $1,200 a month. $1,200. And if Democrats do work with Republicans to get rid of those subsidies, it's going to go up to about $3,000, $4,000 a month, probably. That is like significantly more than I even pay in rent. And I don't think that my healthcare is even doing anything for me, honestly. Certainly not $1,200 a month worth. I'd be better off putting that money in a savings account and using it to pay for hospital bills or whatever. Like, that's how worthless healthcare is in the United States right now. And Republicans are trying to destroy it even more and blaming Democrats for literally every bad thing that's going on, even though they have complete control of the House of Representatives, of the Senate, of the judiciary, and of the executive branch. Complete control, and they're blaming Democrats. This is wild, dude.
Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving.
And how many do you think are going to have turkeys this month, since 40 million people aren't going to have food stamps?
All the sides and trimmings, too. Lots of food pantries. You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain, honestly.
Who are you listening to complain? Who's complaining to your ass?
You ever have this as a meal? I'm eating peanut butter and butter on toast. It's absolutely delicious.
That sounds disgusting.
You should try it. And not for nothing, I saw this woman that said she was getting $1,100 a month in food stamps.
That's possible if you have like 4 kids. Yeah, sure. Again, I had my own kid and myself on food stamps, and I think I got $500 a month, maybe somewhere in there. I think it averages out to like $12 a day per person or something. I'm not sure, which is not actually very much. That was $8 a day, I guess, at the time. So per person. So yeah, if she has like 3 kids plus herself, that's 4 people. $1,100 a month divided by 4 divided by 30. That we're talking $9. Yeah, that's about right, I'd say.
Do you know how long I could make $1,100 in food stamps last?
You personally? Like just you, not 3 other children or anything?
In this house. There's 2 of us, but I do have my son over every once in a while, or my daughters over once in a while to eat. I feed them too. And
I would love it if she stopped smacking her fucking lips into the microphone, bro. Please stop.
we always got food in our house, no matter what. I would take a 3rd job. I have 2 jobs. I would take a 3rd job if I had to.
And you think that this is good? Why the fuck are we living like this? We don't need to live like this as Americans. You work 40 hours a week. You should be able to pay for food and rent and a car and everything else. You know what it was like in the 50s? People could have jobs where they could work 40 hours a week and survive. Why the fuck do we need 2 fucking jobs now? You know why? I'll tell you why. Because billionaires are sucking up all of the revenue, all of the money, all the profits, and refusing to pay their employees jack shit because Republicans keep eroding unions. They keep destroying workers' rights. They have been for years. That's why. Really, I mean, think about how fucking vile this person is on screen, what she's doing right now. This is disgusting. Okay, the people in the lowest positions in their entire lives barely surviving so poorly that the government of America, of all things, believes that they need assistance. And she's mocking them, making fun of them, laughing at them by eating bread on camera while they have lost their access to food completely. That is fucking disgusting.
Just to make sure my kids ate. What are you doing for your kids besides coming on the internet and
Who is she even talking about? Who is they? Are they in the room with us right now?
You don't have any money in your food stamps account.
You know, I'll tell you how food stamps works, actually. Again, I was on food stamps for years, and I've paid that money back, like, you know, a lot more, multiple times over. It wasn't that much money, honestly. It was like $4,000 a year or something for a few years for me and my kid. They give you a little debit card, and this debit card only works for certain specific items. Like, you can't buy alcohol with it. You can't buy, you know, you can't buy any non-food items. You can buy some items that have food but are not like fully food-based, like a toy with a piece of candy with it or something. Sometimes you can buy certain types of those toys, but it's very limited. You can't buy diapers. You can't buy, you know, clothes that you need to clothe your children and everything. It's for a very specific, narrow set of products. Food only. And these people are like in the lowest point in their lives, and she is laughing at them. It's disgusting, dude. This is pretty popular right now regarding food stamps. If you type the words "is they" on Google right now, the #1 recommended search is they cutting food stamps. Not a joke. Pray against communist riots on November 1st. That's true. And do you know why that is? Because people who are educated make more money on average, something that these people can't get a grip on. Like these conservative right-wing extremist nutcases are super, super anti-education, talk about how it's destroying society and all this other shit. They've been saying this since forever. You know, a lot of authoritarian regimes say this type of thing. And for the record, that was a very clear, obvious dog whistle to black people being like unintelligent or whatever. But for the record, white people account for the largest percentage of SNAP recipients at roughly 35 to 37%. They make up a plurality of the food stamp recipients. Here's another post here. I'm so anxious about this whole shutdown. We have 2 kids. One is 2, and we're waiting to get her tested for autism. She's a picky eater. Yes, we get WIC, but still, I don't know how we're going to pay rent, let alone our other bills, and get food. I'm just at my wit's end and overwhelmed. Plus, we're almost out of formula. He, her husband, asked his mother to buy a can until our WIC comes in. Her response was, "We voted for this." This is a MAGA woman who is suffering. One of those white people in that 37% who are on SNAP, presumably. WIC and SNAP are different, but, you know, she's on government programs anyway. She voted for this. I'm sorry you're suffering. I don't want your kids to suffer. But this is like a situation that you manufactured. You manufactured every part of it. So my sympathy is limited. My sympathy lies with people who are genuinely suffering and did nothing to deserve it. And they're suffering at your hands because of your decisions. Anyway, I remembered, you know, this video right here that we have pulled up. I remembered this video from when Trump actually got in office. This girl was talking about her situation. Listen to this.
I voted for him for lower grocery prices. He promised me cheaper prices and groceries.
Says, I voted for him for lower grocery prices. If I knew my food stamps cash benefits would be taken, I wouldn't have made that decision. What do I do now?
And that has not happened. Not only has that not happened, I am getting my food stamps taken. I am getting my cash assistance taken.
Yeah, this is from like January. No, this is mid-April 2025 when this video came out. Trump has been kicking people off of food stamps through the big, beautiful bill and by other means since the beginning. But now everybody is kicked off of it effectively. Again, this is our money in a unique way that income tax is not our money. We are entitled to this because we pay into this. It is a trust fund.
I am getting my Section 8 taken. I am getting all my welfare governments taken. I did not ask for this.
Yes, you did. You did. As a matter of fact, you did ask for this explicitly. Donald Trump said he was going to do all this. Project 2025 had it right there as a line item, and your voted for him anyway.
I would not have voted for him if I knew this was going to happen. So what do I do now? What do the people do now?
They suffer. I'm sorry to say. They suffer. We don't have another option. We don't have another outlet because you voted for him. He is making every part of this happen because of you. Because you made the decision to destroy countless lives. Here we are. We now suffer. That's it.
The ones that regret their vote. What do we do? I can't go out and get a regular job. And it's not even about... It's not even about
ICE? Is that what she said? It is about, yeah, that's what she said. It's not even about ICE.
It's not even about, you know, these families being separated from their loved ones. It's not about these 5 and 6-year-olds getting their families taken away from them in the middle of a school day. It's not about any of that. It's about me and my food stamps.
Wow. Why am I not surprised by that? It's not about other people's suffering. It's about my suffering.
And my cash assistance. Me. That I'm the only one that matters in this country. I'm taking my life back.
So incredibly sad and stupid. So what do? We suffer. That's it. We have no other choice. We suffer. Thank you for that decision that you made for all of us to make us suffer like that. I appreciate that very much. Very nice of you. Tell me what you think in the comments.